Good afternoon and hi to Miss Alia. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me today to stand in front of you to deliver a persuasive speech presentation. My name is Henki Yu and my matrix number is 281718. I'm here today to talk to you about the value of protect the sharks. Before I start, I have a small question. Have you ever heard the term sharks before? Let's face it. Sharks have a bad rap. Thanks to sensationalizing stories and stereotyping, sharks have become few rather than reverts. They are labeled as dangerous, indiscriminate killers that eat anything in sight. Don't let doubts run your perception of sharks. Through their evolution, sharks have shaped our oceans into the rich habitats we know today. As apex predators that are at the top of the food chain, sharks play an important role in the ecosystem and help keep the ocean and fish populations healthy. So, if you are someone who is interested in knowing everything about sharks, this presentation will tell you about more facts of the sharks in the world, and I believe that it will make your day. Come with me to discover our favorite facts about these ocean creatures. As we know, sharks are fish. Most of them have a fusiform body structure. They are enchatomids, which is known as cool-blooded, living underwater, have fins, and breathe through their gills just like most other fish. Shark is one of the several predatory cartilaginous fish species that make up the order Salaci, which is known as class Chondrichthyes. According to various authorities, sharks are classified into 14 until 30 families, with over 400 species in existence. Besides, sharks come in a wide range of colors, from gray to cream, brown, yellow, slate, or blue, and are frequently structured with spots, bands, marbles, or protuberance. Change in climate, ocean pollution, overfishing, and fin poaching have all contributed to the extinction of various shark species around the world. Sharks are important for healthy ocean ecosystems since they are top predators that keep predatory species populations in check and avoid algae overgrowth, which contributes to coral reef deterioration. I'm going to tell you the several compelling reasons why sharks should be protected by us. There are three key main points I will be discussing about the value of protect the sharks, which is sharks could hold cues for disease, contribute to the reef's sustainability, and help in local economies benefits from shark ecotourism. To get started, let's look at the first value, which is sharks could hold cues for disease. First, shark DNA could act in the treatment of cancer and age-related disorders in humans. Humans are vulnerable to age-related diseases like cancer because of their unstable genes. Since sharks have been doing this for so long and have always been at the top of their game, their DNA has developed to be able to repair itself and be more resistant to damage. Due to their capacity to recover swiftly from major injuries, scientists believe that sharks could improve the healing of wounds and blood clotting. As scientists find out how these evolutionary marvels accomplish it, there's still a lot to learn from them, especially information that could help us battle cancers and age-related illness, as well as develop wound healing treatments in people. For instance, great white sharks, as well as other sharks, tend to be able to heal from serious wounds in just a few weeks, which could be caused by risky cowshit practices, shark battles, or harpoon hunting. Next, sharks may have antiviral properties. According to the study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science, a chemical found in sharks have the possibility to be employed as a wide-spectrum antiviral medication in humans. Scopolamine is a key contributor to sharks' effective immune systems, according to Dr. Zaslov. He later realized that scopolamine may be utilized to fight infections as well. The positive charge of scopolamine is thought is thought to be responsible for its various killing powers. The journal of a shark has been decoded, revealing clues that could help in wound healing too, since they are resistant to damage. The ability to heal cancer risk is quite low. Scientists have recently identified the whole genome of the great white shark for the first time. This new-found genome may offer a slew of biological secrets about why these animals are so adept at healing and illness resistance. The genome contains a significant number of jumping germs, which are germs that duplicate themselves and then install themselves into different areas of the genome. For example, genetic instability is linked to an increased risk of cancer in humans, as well as other age-related diseases including Alzheimer's. Second, we will be looking at the contributions of sharks to the reef's sustainability. Sharks help to maintain the balance of coral reef ecosystems. Sharks reduce the pollution of their prey, which affects this species' prey, and so on, throughout the food web. Sharks contribute to the formation of sustainable coastal ecosystems by having active or indirect effects on all tiers of the food supply chain. Sharks are important ecologically because they help to keep marine ecosystems healthy by maintaining food webs and managing prey populations. Sharks also guarantee that prey species are healthy by focusing on sick or damaged individuals. This contributes to the general health of populations throughout ecosystems by limiting disease spread and ensuring that only the healthiest fish sprout. At the same time, sharks are essential for maintaining carbon out of the atmosphere. Sharks play an important role in the carbon cycle because they protect seagrass meadows by preventing overgrazing. Seagrasses absorb large amounts of damaging atmospheric carbon, storing it in the plants and burying it in the sediment, avoiding emissions of greenhouse gases from warming the environment. For example, scavengers like deep-sea sharks, hagfish, and starfish help to transfer carbon through the ocean by eating dead stuff that accumulates on the sea floor. Now that we are aware of the contributions of sharks to sustainability of coral reef, let's move on to the next point, which is sharks helps to boost the local economies through ecotourism. Sharks help to strengthen local economies by attracting ecotourists. The profit infatuation with sharks has grown into a lucrative ecotourism sector in areas like the Bahamas, South Africa, and the Galapagos Islands in the last few decades. According to the research in the year of 2013, shark tourism generates over $300 million per year. It expects to almost double in the next 20 years. For instance, shark diving tourism generates more than $70.7 million in revenue for the economy of Australia each year. These activities assist local businesses, for example, boat rental and diving enterprises, and employ almost 10,000 people in 29 countries. Sharks has a beneficial effect on dry land too. Shark ecotourism benefits local economies far more than just the money brought in by shark operators. For example, visitors spend money on food, lodging, in-country travel, and souvenirs, resulting in a plethora of job opportunities and a consistent stream of revenue. Ecotourism occupations are far more sustainable than fishing jobs in several ways. Overfishing will occur if suitable management measures are not used, and fishermen will eventually run out of fish to catch. Conclusion: sharks have lived in every ocean on the planet for 400 million years. Few animals have lasted for as long on our planet, and even fewer have been misunderstood for as long. Sharks play an important part in our ecosystem, from coastal areas to landlocked communities. Besides, the ocean's biodiversity sends fresh air into our atmosphere and land and food to people all around the world. our existence, as well as the existence of all other animals on the planet, is dependent on this massive life support system. Sir David Attenborough put it this way: the truth is, the natural world is changing, and we are dependent on that world. It provides our food, water, and air. It is the most precious thing we have, and we need to defend it. True is that these enigmatic, majestic hunters are vital to balancing all marine ecosystems, contribute to local economies, and are generally more valuable alive than dead. Sharks must be understood by humans, and their relevance to the sustainability of our ocean is a primary motivator for many conservation initiatives. The sharks need us now. It is more than ever to protect them and educate each other about their true nature, as they are frequently punished for their false identification as man-eating monsters. We need all the assistance we can get to teach and raise public awareness of sharks' advantage. That's all from me. Thank you for your listening.